Hello and welcome to Grind Slime TV with me, your host Aaron. And today we're busting out another classic from Finland again. That's right, it was only a few days since we did Finland. We did the Hexon, remember? Oh yes, oh yes. But we're going to be mixing it up a little bit. We're not doing black metal today, we are doing death metal. And it's an absolute classic from 1993. That's right, we're talking about Demilich and their album Nesphithe. If that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. But get a look at that. Oh yeah, that's the stuff right there. This is the 2009 reissue from Extreme Music, which is always a banger. No lyrics in this one, just a bit of band history and the talk of its influence on the death metal genre. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Which is always nice, always cool. I mean, I like to have lyrics if the, if the vocalist makes an effort, which this one definitely does, but more on that in a minute. Got the old layout there, there's your CD. So, ooh, look at the little zombie people. Kind of zombie people. I don't know what they are, but oh, Golden Betty. Oh, God. Look at that. Naughty. Love stuff like that. So, what's so special about this album that I had to bust it out? Well, one, it's an absolute fucking belter. That's that's one of the main reasons. Oh yeah. But on top of all of that, it also comes with the demo from '91, the 4 Instructive Tales of Decomposition demo. 4 tracks there, all nicely recorded. As far as demo recordings go, the final 4 tracks on here, the demo tracks, fucking good recording. But it still has that demo kind of feel to it, it's what the whole album does, if I'm being honest with you. But oh, look at that. Look at that if you can. I know it glares something, but what can I tell you? We're working on can't even talk properly. A shoestring budget. Oh yes, and by budget I mean fuck all. But that's alright, who cares? Right, musically, Aaron, who does Demilich sound like? Honestly, this is one of the most unique bands going in the death metal sort of world. This is their only full length that they put out. They've also done a couple of demos. Another one they got obviously on here. They got the 4 Instructive Tales of Decomposition, but they've also got their demo, The Cry, another banger. I haven't got that one yet, but I will eventually. I've also got their promo EP that they put out. It's got a little 5-tracker. Cannot remember the name of it for the life of me. It's over there. But let's just go grab it, shall we? Sod it. Let's go grab it. I can never remember any of the titles that Demilich do because they're all mental, all absolutely crazy. Where are you, you little? There you go, you sexy banana. Come here. Oh yes. Here we go. Oh, let's grab this bad boy. Wow. Here I am back in business. Yes, somewhere inside the bowels of endlessness. There it is, right there. Oh yeah. Let's just bust it out, shall we? My copy is number 91. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh yes. And how many were there actually? Because you got the little fancy fold out. Very, very cool sort of demo style there. On the other side as well, very cool, very cool. Yeah, it doesn't seem to say, but this is the 2024 re-release. Came out very nicely, and it says my copy is number 97, but 97 out of I do not know. Maybe it's 100, maybe it's 200, maybe it's 50 million bajillion squillion. No one knows. But the main thing about Demilich, other than the awesome fucking music with the really off-the-wall kind of bouncy riffs, but not in a trendy kind of way, really sort of mad structures going on. Like if you like your prog death, this isn't like that in any way, but I think this could definitely be something that you'd enjoy. But the vocals, my friend, Antti Bowman absolutely knocks it out of the park. I mean, there's toilet bowl vocals, and then there's just the deep depths of hell vocals. I mean, when you listen to bands like Archgoat, you could sort of see where they got their sort of inspiration from as far as vocals go, because these are deep. There's no editing on the vocals either, no effects, no nothing. That is all anti. He just pushes it out, and it's like this really low, right deep down, but even lower than that, just fucking, yo, mate, it's mental. But absolutely, that's the first thing I noticed about the band when I was listening to it. I was like, those vocals just sound like pure fucking evil from the abyss. And I'm not trying to give him all the credit, because every musician on here is absolutely fantastic. Be it the bass player, the guitarist, because he also does guitar as well, the singer. But the drummer is tight, twit, like a nun's snatch. Tried saying 3 or 4 different words at the same time there. Tried saying cunt, fanny, snatch, all at once, sort of a vagina, all at once. But yeah, it's tight, let's say that. But get a load of some of these song titles. When the sun drank the weight of water. Ooh. The 16th six-tooth sun of 14 four-regional dimensions still unnamed. Inherited bowel levitation reduced without any effort. That's a good one. That's all about fucking throwing up your bowels and coming out of your body and floating around like tentacles. Really cool. So the lyrical content is pretty much, it covers all the bases really. You know, it's got your gore in there, but not your typical hack and slash gore. It's more sort of spontaneous bubbling and stuff. But you've also, and obviously the regurgitation of innards. But it's also got a very big horror element to it as well. You know, so it both gory-fied like that and cosmic. So really cool stuff there. It touches on religion and things like that, as these bands, you know, tend to do. You know, pretty cool. But this has more of a sort of, it has a bit of a philosophical feel to it, but not in a pretentious way. It's still very tongue-in-cheek as well. You know, it talks about how both Christians and Satanists should be crucified and stuff. You know, so it's very sort of taking a different sort of a different kind of stroll, I see. But yeah, this is absolutely one of the most important death metal records, not just to come out of Finland, but just in general, I think. Like, and a lot of people, as it says in an interview in here, and I've heard people say this before too, is that this was the last true death metal album to come out from like '93. Everything after that was just trying to copy the old stuff, and I think there is definitely a very strong argument for that, just from what I've heard myself for the past 26 years of being in the metal scene, just listening to everything that sort of comes out. Well, not everything, obviously, but everything I have come across, and I've come across a lot, I have to say, this could be the last original record to come out. Now, a lot of bands are doing cool stuff at the moment, where they're sort of throwing other bands' sort of styles together and coming up with their own little thing, you know, like Larvae being one of them. Really cool band from Italy. But this really is just like, holy shit, no one else sounds like this, and nothing before this sounded like this either. You know, and of course there's the influences of other bands and stuff going on, but this is a lot of very sort of single note playing going on. You got your chords and stuff, but it's not so reliant on tremolos and stuff and palm muted power chords and whatnot, and like off the wall sort of bendy shreddy solos as other bands are. This is very sort of, this is a sound of its own. It just sounds like an absolute vortex of madness, just thrown into a bowl and stirred around and fucking gargled and bubbling from fermentation and pure fire, as the kids would say. So yes, Demilich, Nesphithe, definitely worth all of your time. Let's have one last look at that artwork, shall we? Because I think it's fantastic. Look at that. Oh yeah, weird sort of goatee cow-faced crab ninja. Just absolutely loving life. Look at him. He's having a brilliant time. He's got his tongue. He's got his naked blitches. And he's got red on him. What does he want? He's got bondage feet. He's into all of it, mate. He's having a great time. He loves it. And like on this one as well, you know, with the front cover, he's got the cool sort of cosmic horror thing going on. Yeah, this is a sick fucking band. Now, all of their stuff, I believe, well, the majority of it is available on Spotify, but YouTube can take care of the rest as far as like demos and whatnot goes. And they've recently had a couple of reissues from Savart Records, both this album and their Vanishing of Emptiness and Emptiness of Vanishing, which had a few new songs on it, some demo recordings, some sort of alternative takes and whatnot. But really, really cool stuff all around. Like nothing this band has put out has been shit. It's all been really consistent, just really, really good. So Demilich, definitely one you need to get onto. And why this wasn't in my top 50, I cannot, for the life of me, understand why I didn't include it. But then, like I said at the time, there's about 400 records in my top 50, and every time I look through my collection, I pull another CD out the front. Like, that should have been in there too. And Demilich is definitely one of them. So get on that. Support the underground in your local scene. And do not wake up Cthulhu. He will be pissed. So have a good one. And